In the sanctuary of contemplation, amidst the whispers of prayer and the rustle of pages, resonates the wisdom of ibn-rushd, a philosopher revered in the annals of Muslim society. In the hallowed halls of history, where the echoes of the past reverberate with timeless wisdom, emerges the figure of ibn-rushd. His influence, like the sweeping arches of a grand mosque, spans across centuries, touching the hearts and minds of countless individuals. A philosopher, a physician, a jurist, and a scholar, Ibn Rushd's intellectual prowess was as diverse as it was profound. His works, brimming with insight and intellect, serve as a beacon of enlightenment, guiding us through the labyrinth of life's complexities. His thoughts, etched in the annals of Muslim society, continue to resonate, their echoes reverberating in the tranquil courtyards of mosques, in the rustle of pages, and in the whispers of prayer. His wisdom, like the gentle ripple on a serene fountain, spreads out, touching the shores of our understanding. In this sanctuary of contemplation, we find ourselves immersed in the teachings of Ibn Rushd. His philosophy stands as a testament to the power of intellect and critical thinking. His writings, like the intricate patterns of Islamic calligraphy, weave together the threads of faith and reason, creating a tapestry of wisdom that continues to inspire and enlighten. As we delve into the depths of his teachings, we are guided by a single illuminating principle: the pursuit of knowledge. In an ever-changing world where uncertainty often clouds our judgment, it is this timeless wisdom of Ibn Rushd that serves as our torchbearer. It is his words that cast a light on the path to enlightenment, guiding us through the darkness of ignorance and into the dawn of understanding. So as we traverse this journey of intellectual exploration, let's allow Ibn Rushd's wisdom to guide us. For in the sanctuary of contemplation, amidst the whispers of prayer and the rustle of pages, his voice continues to echo, reminding us of the power of knowledge and the importance of understanding. Perhaps it is the timeless wisdom of Ibn Rushd whose words illuminate the path to enlightenment. What guides our pursuit of knowledge in this ever-changing world? A question that resonates deeply in our hearts and minds. As we journey through life in search of meaning and understanding, we find ourselves drawn to the wisdom of the past. A wisdom that transcends time, space, and culture. A wisdom that is embodied in the teachings of the great philosopher Ibn Rushd. Ibn Rushd, a beacon of enlightenment in the 12th century, was a figure who epitomized the pursuit of knowledge. His philosophical insights continue to inspire scholars and thinkers to this day. He believed that the path to understanding was paved with intellectual curiosity, critical thinking, and a strong desire to uncover the truth. He once said, "Ignorance leads to fear, fear leads to hate, and hate leads to violence." This profound statement sheds light on the importance of nurturing a culture of learning and understanding. It highlights how ignorance can breed fear and animosity, which in turn can lead to conflict and violence. In a world that is constantly evolving and changing, we must strive to remain anchored in our pursuit of knowledge. We must strive to foster understanding and empathy rather than fear and hatred. To do this, we need to embrace the power of intellect and critical thinking, as Ibn Rushd advocated. He stated, "The intellect is the guide, but the desires are the followers." This quote emphasizes the role of the intellect in guiding our actions and decisions. It reminds us that our desires and passions, while important, should not override our rational judgment and understanding. As we navigate through the challenges and complexities of life, let us remember the wisdom of Ibn Rushd. Let us remember that the pursuit of knowledge is not just about acquiring information, but about cultivating wisdom and understanding. It is about fostering a culture of curiosity, critical thinking, and intellectual growth. By embracing intellect and critical thinking, as Ibn Rushd advocated, we lay the foundations of our faith and understanding. As we strive to understand the world around us, let us remember to approach our quest for knowledge with humility and open-mindedness, guided by the wisdom of Ibn Rushd. How do we reconcile faith with reason in our quest for truth? This question, as timeless as it is profound, echoes through the ages, finding resonance in the heart of every seeker after truth. As we journey through the vibrant marketplace of ideas where intellect and spirituality meet in a dance of exploration and understanding, we realize that this reconciliation is not merely possible, but essential. In the grand tapestry of human thought, the wisdom of Ibn Rushd shines like a beacon. A philosopher, jurist, and polymath of the 12th century, ibn-rushd dared to explore the intersection of faith and reason, challenging the boundaries of conventional wisdom and reshaping the landscape of philosophical discourse. He boldly declared that the intellect is the guide, while the desires are the followers. What does this mean for us? It means that reason, intellect, and critical thinking are not enemies of faith, but rather its most powerful allies. They guide us, help us navigate the complexities of our existence, and lead us towards a greater understanding of our faith and ourselves. Ibn Rushd's philosophy also reminds us of the inherent balance in our spiritual journey. He saw no contradiction between religion and philosophy. Instead, he believed that philosophy acts as the handmaid of theology, serving to deepen our understanding and enrich our insight. In other words, philosophy doesn't detract from our faith, rather it enhances it, adding layers of nuance and depth, pushing us to question, to probe, to understand. This process, far from weakening our faith, strengthens it, making it robust, resilient, and deeply personal. So as we move through the bustling marketplace of life, let's take a moment to reflect on Ibn Rushd's wisdom. Let's embrace the interplay of faith and reason, not as opposing forces, but as complementary aspects of our quest for truth. In the end, Ibn Rushd reminds us that philosophy is the handmaid of theology, guiding us to deeper understanding and insight. Just as the sun and the moon share the same sky, faith and reason can coexist in our hearts and minds, each illuminating the other in our journey towards truth and enlightenment. What is the role of philosophy in our spiritual journey? This question has been asked for centuries, and the answer lies in the teachings of Ibn Rushd. His wisdom transcends time and continues to guide us on our journey to understanding and spirituality. Philosophy, as Ibn Rushd saw it, is not an enemy of faith but a companion. It is a tool that helps us delve deeper into the mysteries of existence, of God, and of our own selves. It is a bridge that connects us to the divine, allowing us to explore and understand our faith from a broader perspective. Ibn Rushd argued that philosophy and theology are not opposing forces but rather two faces of the same coin. He believed that they complement each other, that they are intertwined in our pursuit of truth and understanding. He was a strong advocate for critical thinking, encouraging us to question, to explore, and to seek knowledge. In his words, truth does not become more true by virtue of the fact that the entire world agrees with it, nor less so even if the whole world disagrees with it. His teachings remind us that truth is not a popularity contest, but a quest for understanding that invites us to think, to question, and to learn. Ibn Rushd's philosophy also emphasizes the importance of balance. It encourages us to balance our intellectual pursuits with our emotional and spiritual needs. As he said, the intellect is the guide, but the desires are the followers. This balance is key to a fulfilling spiritual journey where our intellect guides us and our desires follow, allowing us to live a life of purpose and meaning. As we explore the role of philosophy in our spiritual journey, let's remember the timeless wisdom of Ibn Rushd. His teachings continue to inspire us, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of our faith, our world, and ourselves. As the day fades into night, let the wisdom of Ibn Rushd continue to illuminate our hearts and minds, guiding us towards unity and enlightenment in the tapestry of Muslim society. His legacy lives on, enlightening our path and inspiring us to continue our quest for wisdom and understanding. As the day fades into night, let the wisdom of Ibn Rushd continue to illuminate our hearts and minds, guiding us towards unity and enlightenment in the tapestry of Muslim society. This journey we've embarked upon, this quest for understanding, it's not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about understanding the world around us, the people we share it with, and the divine truths that bind us all together. As we stand here, on the precipice of tomorrow, let's reflect on the teachings of Ibn Rushd. His words, enriched by time and cherished by generations, remind us that ignorance is not a state to be accepted, but a darkness to be dispelled. A darkness that breeds fear, and fear that breeds hate, and hate that breeds violence. This is not the path we choose. Instead, we choose the path of enlightenment, the path illuminated by our intellect, our capacity to reason, to question, to understand. As Ibn Rushd once said, the intellect is the guide, but the desires are the followers. To reconcile faith with reason is not a contradiction, but a convergence, a meeting of the heart and the mind in the pursuit of truth. And what of philosophy? Isn't it just an intellectual exercise, a game of the mind? No, it's much more. As Ibn-Rushd reminds us, philosophy is the handmaid of theology, a tool for deepening our understanding, for seeking out the truths that lie beneath the surface of our beliefs. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the minarets of the mosque, let's hold on to these words of wisdom. Let's remember that truth is not determined by consensus nor diminished by disagreement. As Ibn-Rushd so eloquently put it, truth does not become more true by virtue of the fact that the entire world agrees with it, nor less so even if the whole world disagrees with it. In the end, as we journey through life in search of understanding and enlightenment, let's remember the ultimate aim, the final destination of our intellectual quest. The ultimate aim of the human intellect is truth. Ibn-Rushd.